So on this channel, I've been talking about fighting. Majority of the videos that I have is about fighting. My last video was about talking about self-improvement. Now, what happens if you take fighting and then you take self-improvement? It's your boy, it's Matt, and today in this video, we're going to be talking about exactly that. How fighting can improve your mindset. Now, I got 5 different reasons why I think this, and we're just going to go through them. So enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and then at the end, comment what you think. Let's get straight into those reasons why. All right, so the first reason why I think that most people should learn how to do some form of combat fighting is obviously to get you in shape. Now, some people obviously have trouble either losing weight, gaining weight, looking good, or feeling better. I feel like combat sports and learning how to do that can get you into a position where you feel good about your body. Makes you feel, well, obviously during the training, you're going to get into pretty good shape. Now, it is going to be a bit different shape compared to someone who wants to just lift weights, because that's different. Or someone who wants to train for sprinting. That's different too. But I feel like when you learn how to train on how to fight, it gives you more of a functional strength and endurance, because it's more dealing with the real life scenarios and not just doing a certain standard functional movement, like say like a bench press or a deadlift. It's giving you different opportunities on how to actually use your entire body to either lift someone up, to know when to take deep breaths, slow your heart rate down, and then get back to it. That's why I feel like learning how to fight and learning how to do different combat sports, it can get you into a pretty good, decent shape, as you see from all these professional athletes and all these people that do it as a form of either losing weight or learning how to build muscle or whatever. Now, it depends on you. Obviously depends on you, but I feel like that if you want to learn how to be functionally strong, learning how to combat sports is the way to go. Now, that's number 1. Now, number 2, it can help you through problem solving. Now, combat sports, to many people's eyes, is just people fighting, throwing hands, throwing kicks, throwing each other across the cage or the ring, and just basically fighting. But I feel like it's just, well, it is different. Combat sports is more of a thinking game. It's more of an intelligence game, and people don't seem to acknowledge it as much, because you really do have to think in there. You have to think about a lot of certain things. Think about what your opponent's gonna do next. Think about what you can do to gain points on the scorecard, or how to just win in a strategic way. It's a strategic battle. It's like when you're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. You have to figure out all the different algorithms or different ways in which you can find the correct face. And once you do, and you figure it out, then you can just come to the conclusion and figure out the entire Rubik's Cube. This kind of how you see fighting. Try to figure out your opponent. All right, your opponent, when you do this, what does your opponent do? All right, you do this. What does your opponent do? All right, so since your opponent does this certain head dip or this certain flinch, you can bait him in and then throw something out. So you can just try and see if it lands, and you can either finish the fight or score points. Fighting is a problem solving thing. It's always gonna try and challenge your mind. Even when if you can't say you figure it out in the first few minutes of the round or throughout the fight, it also teaches you how to problem solve when it becomes challenging. Because I feel like fighting is probably one of the most challenging sports you can possibly do out of like football and rugby. Fighting is probably up there because it's high rewards with high consequence. Now, the risk to reward ratio, it's high ratio of risk, high ratio of reward. So it teaches you how to get into the ratio of more rewards and trying to get you less out of the ratio of the consequence of being hurt. That's what I feel like another reason why people should learn how to fight is because it can really actually add on to your problem solving. It can make you focus into a different type of aspect of basically life as well. So that's number 2. All right, so now the third reason number 3, why I think most people in the world should learn how to fight, or why fighting can actually, if you are doing fighting, why it can actually help your mindset in a way. Reason number 3 is because it can humble you. Now, fighting is a really, really humbling sport and experience because it's primal. It's like survival. It's like an ego sport. Yes, you can see it in like basketball, or you can see it in like football or soccer or whatever. But fighting, it's a one-on-one confrontation to see who actually is better in fighting physically and mentally. When you're in the gym, when you're sparring people, when you're training, it can be a very humbling experience because you have to learn through pain. And now this is a good thing in my eyes because learning through pain can help you, or it can prepare you for what's to come in the future. Now, you can relate this to anything else in life, whether it be like a loss or a heartbreak. You got to learn how to deal with it afterwards. In a painful way, you have to humble yourself and then realize we all breathe oxygen. So it can really be a humbling experience because sometimes you go into things thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to be the best at it. I'm going to be so great. Yeah, I'm going to be the best. I'm the guy, you know, I'm him. Then you go into the gym and then you realize these guys are kicking my ass. These guys are actually beating me up. And what can I do? I can't do anything. Gives you a self-realization of, man, I really don't know anything. I don't know shit. So I feel like it is a really great humbling experience to get you down, get you grounded, and just makes it feel like maybe you need this to really put yourself into a perspective of who you are as a person as well. So it can change your mindset in a good way where it can just humble you and it makes you want to realize that, oh, I want to do more actually. And then you go back to the second lesson and the third lesson and you keep going and keep going and keep going and keep humbling yourself as well. Also gaining experience and gaining confidence, but humble yourself as well. And that's going to lead me into the fourth point of why I feel like fighting can just change your mindset automatically. So my fourth reason why I feel like people should start learning how to fight is because it can improve your self-belief and your inner confidence. Now, this is probably one of the biggest ones because there are some people in this world, including myself, including other people that I know, that sometimes have trouble believing in themselves when it comes to doing certain things in their life. And now usually it's due to because some people just feel like that it's easier to accept it and then just not do anything afterwards, or it's easier to just say, you know what, I can't do it, you know what, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna give up. Whereas in fighting, that is probably a really good, I would say, test to really see if you are a make or break kind of person. So it can really improve your self-belief because once you start to learn, once you start to gain experience, and then once you start to see the progress in you developing, it can really help your self-belief. Take it from one of the most well-renowned, most accomplished fighters, Jon Jones, George St. Pierre, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. What do all these fighters have in common? They have self-belief. Now, the reason why they have self-belief is because they know that they train hard and they know that they give it their all when they are preparing for the fight. And they just have a different level of confidence that it can give you when it comes to actually learning how to fight. Now, The self-belief and the confidence that fighting can give you is much more than just, oh yeah, I can beat up this guy, or I can beat up that guy, or I can. It's not like an ego thing as well. It's like reason 3. It's like it's a humble confidence. It's a humble self-belief. Because some people around here, they walk around in the street putting a facade on, thinking that they are the best, thinking that they could beat up any guy, thinking that they can just beat up anyone because they have probably like big muscles or whatever, or they have like, I don't know, just a big ego. But when it comes to actually fighting, some people who put that facade on are a little bit insecure because there's always that doubt in their mind where it's like, I actually don't know how to fight. I could actually get beat up if things go wrong. And thinking of that worst case scenario in your brain when it comes to confrontation, it can make or break you. So when you actually learn the skills and the technique, and then the fitness and the proper form and the discipline, it can give you a different level of self-confidence and belief in yourself, where you don't have to walk around with the facade trying to show to other people that you're tough. You don't have to portray that you're a really tough guy, or you're just really like, no one can mess with me. When you see fighters, you won't even know that they're actual fighters because they're very humble and they're very confident in themselves, and they don't need to look for any trouble. Because some people that do start looking for trouble are usually the people that don't know how to fight. And if they do know how to fight, then it's not really to the point where it's like they're like even good at it, because they just fight people who are worse than them. So it's not like a humbling experience for them. It's not like it's a fake self-confidence that they have. But when you actually learn how to do it, you develop a self-belief that you can do anything. That's how I feel like. Because when I started fighting and I started learning how to do all these things, it made me realize that like I didn't really have that much self-belief in myself. I didn't really believe that I could do certain things. But since I developed over the years, and I started learning since I was like, I don't even know, 15, 16, in my basement, learning with my one of my best friends. When we started learning how to actually properly fight, it gives you a different kind of belief that you can just achieve anything. Hence this YouTube channel. I probably wouldn't have started anything in my life if it wasn't for fighting. I'm not gonna lie, because it gave me like a different level of just self-belief that I can just do whatever it needs to do, or do whatever I need to do to get things done, and things that I want to do that I might have thought, oh, I'm probably gonna fail. But now since I'm doing this, I feel like I could just continue and do even better. So that's reason number 4. Fighting gives you a ridiculous amount of self-belief and confidence as well. Now on to number 5. Now reason number 5 to why I feel like learning how to fight is a good thing for the mindset is because the cats are fighting right now. Look at that. What are you doing? Would you stop? I'm trying to make a video, man. What are you doing? Man. Always at the worst times. Anyways, so reason number 5 why I feel like fighting can actually help your mindset is because it gives you confidence, as I said before, but also it can actually be a tool to help others as well. And I'm not talking about like no vigilante stuff like Batman or whatever, but I'm just talking about it's a good tool to have in preparation of in case of the worst scenarios. For example, say you're out with your friends, or say you're out with the family, and there are some people that are just being annoying and being rude, or sometimes it's just crazy people. So you're out with your family and your friends, and then some people just want to have issues for no reason. Some people don't need a reason to have issues. Things just happen, and then they start instigating, and then they start getting in people's faces or getting in your friends and family's faces. So it's also a good thing to learn how to fight because in those situations, it's good to know how to defend yourself and other people. 90%, probably even more, probably more like 98% of the population in the world don't know how to defend themselves. And as sad as that is, it's true. Not many people think of the worst case scenario that someone might just come out of nowhere and beat you up or start a fight or want to start a fight. So having that tool, it can be good because you can actually protect the people that you care about. Like if someone comes starting to fight, start throwing punches or starts trying to instigate something that there isn't, they'll just, you, the person that learns how to fight, can stop it. You can stop it. You could pull the person off, push him away, tell him stop. And if he gets really really intense, you can just protect the people that you care about and just fight on their behalf. Now, it hasn't happened to me, thank God, and God forbid it happens. But if it does, then I'm okay with it because I know how to fight and I know how to protect the people that I care about. So learning how to fight can actually be a good tool for other people as well. Even if, say, you're in school or in college or wherever you are, and you feel like someone is getting bullied, someone is getting picked on by other people, and it's just him by himself, and there's like two other people picking on him, you can just be like, yo, stop. Why are you picking on him? You can have a reason why you can stand up for him. And then if things escalate more, you can protect him because you know how to defend them. You can defend yourself and you can defend the other person as well. It gives you a sense of confidence, but it can actually help other people, and actually you can save other people as well. Like even if, say, like you see a woman and then she's like walking down the alley, worst case scenario happens, guy tries to pursue her, she says no, but then he's very persistent and he's like, I ain't taking no. You can intervene and be like, yo, stop. And if he wants to cause a problem and he just starts swinging on you, then you can protect yourself and protect her and be like, bang, I know how to fight. And that's another reason why learning a combat sport can actually help and not be something that can be turned against or seen as something violent. It can help. It can help in the real world scenarios. And then that was reason number 5. All in all, at the end of the day, I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm just giving you reasons why I think that learning how to fight can change your mindset completely. Now, you could take this with a grain of salt, or you can actually listen to the words that I'm saying and try it out. Because these 5 things actually work for me. I'm not gonna lie, like it got me in shape pretty well. Like I'm probably like the biggest guy. Like I'm pretty in decent shape. That's what it helped me with. Like I've been training on and off, trying to do all like what other professionals do, and it got me in pretty decent shape. Again, it also helps me when it comes to problem solving, even when I'm actually participating in the sport, and when it comes to different things as well. When it comes to like learning a new language like Spanish that I'm learning right now, it gives me a sense of different focus of how to problem solve through learning and repetition and consistency. Lord, it teaches me like different ways on how to problem solve as well, and you can relate it back to this. You can relate it back to fighting. Also humbles me. Again, learning how to fight is a humbling experience because it teaches you how to go through pain, and it teaches you who you really are. It teaches you what your mindset is. It teaches you that you can be someone you think you are, but you're actually not. And it can help you realize that actually. And it can also bring your ego all the way down, because some people, again, big ego, put them in a ring, diminished. Again, it also helps you with self-belief and your confidence. Once you learn, you don't have to put on the facade that you are some big tough guy. You can just be humble. You can just say, okay, I don't need to put myself in that situation because it's not needed. And plus I can do some serious damage, so I don't want to do that. And at the end of the day, probably one of the better reasons why is that you can help other people as well, just in case. Now, those are the 5 reasons why I think learning how to fight can actually change the way you think, the way you do things in life, and the way that you can help others. This has been your boy Matt. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below what you think about the video. I'm combining both my fighting analysis talking, my in real life talking, and self-improvement talking. What do you think of that? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, take it easy.